horses from the stable,
trot as fast as we are able,
through the forest with the notion that we'll ride up to the ocean,
where we'll take our final whip
as we all gallop up a cliff, and as we plunge into the sea.
We'll channel Thelma and Louise, and surely everyone will see that we'll die ever happily, knowing that we'll finally be free. We finally are free.
Hello, my name is Anetria Cole, creator of Bronzeville Gold. What inspired me to write the story was after I did some research on African American men and women that ran an illegal numbers operation called Street Numbers, which we know today as the state lottery. I decided that I wanted to further develop that story. So I took a playwriting class at Oakland University with Professor Kitty Dubin, and as a result, I developed the one-act play called Bronzeville Gold.
Mr. Wallace come by.
What for? I paid that man what I owed him.
He ain't say nothing about no rent. He say you ain't been to work in 2 days. You been leaving out of here going somewhere.
Look, Rose, I ain't lied to you if that's what you're thinking.
I ain't say nothing about you lying. Where you been?
I went to work. Once I looked over in Wallace's field, I kept walking.
Well, you know we can't afford you missing work. The baby be here soon.
I've been taking care of some business with Cleveland. Me and him been talking.
Cleveland? That no good city slicker from Chicago?
Cleveland got more sense than anybody here in Mississippi.
Sense? He's a crook. My brother Larry say that he been in every juke joint down here and he don't leave till they put him out.
And your brother gets put out right along with him.
Well, my sister say that he chases after every skirt that swings his way.
And hers is one of the ones he's lifting and dancing under.
Everybody can see his faults but you.
He's a friend of mine and a smart businessman.
Businessman? What kind of business he got except for cheating folks out their money?
He ain't cheating nobody out of nothing. If anything, he's showing us how to get money.
And you call gambling a way to get money?
Who said anything about gambling?
He got y'all placing bets and he taking all your money. Just a bunch of fools.
We betting on Bronzeville Gold.
Bronzeville Gold? What the devil is that?
That's the name of his number wheel. You pick 3 lucky numbers, 1 to 78. They spin that wheel, and if your numbers match, bam, you hit. The money is good as gold. Yes, Lord.
Sounds like a bunch of foolishness to me.
Cleveland and his uncle making a killing playing that numbers game in Bronzeville.
What kind of work his uncle do?
He the policy king. He making big money.
Policy king? He the number man. So he ain't no more than a 2-bit crook himself.
Oh, you looking at it all wrong. He doing a lot for the folks up there. He said if I come up there, he'll give me the money I need to start my own carpentry business. I have a group of men working under me and a storefront builder with my name on it.
Oh, please.
You can have your tailor shop right alongside my business.
Ain't nobody gonna pay for the little bit of mending and sewing I do.
Folks up in Chicago will. They love dressing fancy.
How you know? You don't know nobody except Cleveland, and he dresses like a clown.
You just don't know Northern style. Baby, I'm trying to tell you, black folks up there living like kings and queens. They living in mansions, women sporting furs, men wearing three-piece suits, fedora hats, and they driving brand new cars.
Willie, you sit here and tell that lie.
It's the truth. Black folks have got their own businesses, banks to put their money in, and the men, they take their women out to fancy clubs. Baby, he promised me a good job up there until I get my carpenter business going.
Doing what?
I'm gonna be his number runner.
I knew it had to be the devil's work.
No, Rose, all I gotta do is write the numbers down and turn them in. I'll be making more money than we ever seen. And once I earn enough, I can get my own land, build you a house, and we get rid of these worn-out shoes we wearing.
I'm fine with the house we got, and I've never been fond of no fancy shoes.
That's because you don't know any better.
You need to get your head out the clouds, and Cleveland need to go on back north where he come from.
Well, when he get ready to leave, me and you going with him.
You done lost your mind.
No, I ain't.
Willie, I ain't about to leave my friends and family and go someplace I don't know nothing about.
Can't you see I'm trying to get us a better life?
By doing what? By coming home late and leaving work? You letting
This
them
man
tear our
trying to
family
help us,
apart.
and you
You're
call
being
that-
selfish.
How is that selfish?
You just think about you. What about my mama and daddy? I can't just up and leave. You know my daddy's sick.
You ain't even trying to understand what I'm saying.
Willie, I don't want our baby being born among strangers.
You think it's easy for me to leave? If I could convince all our family to follow us, I would.
Us? What you mean, us? I ain't said I was going nowhere.
Rose, look at these hands. These are carpenter's hands. These ain't for the field.
We better eat before it gets cold.
Do you hear what I'm saying? I don't want this kind of life for you, for me, or my child.
Willie, I can't go.
Why not? You think I would lead you wrong?
You trusting in this man like he God.
He's given us a new life.
Well, I don't want to live in some place I don't know nothing about.
And I don't want to stay here in the South where I ain't allowed to prosper.
You got a good job with Mr. Wallace. Plenty men wish they had it as good as you do.
Good? You think I like taking orders from a man that calls me boy?
You can't mind Mr. Wallace's tongue. He a hard man, but at least he pay you on time.
It ain't about the money, it's about respect.
Well, at least you ain't doing shameful work that can land you on some chain gang.
I'm a carpenter, not some damn field hand.
Be thankful the Lord is providing.
If the Lord cared anything about me, he'd burn up all these fields our family been slaving on. All our family knows the field. You want to die in the field?
Willie, I know how you feel, but now ain't the time to be walking away from steady work. We in a depression. I know up north ain't no better. We surrounded by plenty of love from our family and friends. It's the simple things in life that give us joy.
Joy.
Yes. Willie, the air is warm and sweet. The sky is full of stars at night. The autumn leaves turn bright orange like roasted sweet potatoes. And we got plenty of love from our family and friends. It is the simple things in life that give us joy.
Joy, open your eyes. Our family been working Wallace's land for 6 generations, and this land still ain't ours. I ought to own this land. We living in Wallace's house, eating Wallace's food, and shucking and jiving to Wallace's music. Ain't no pride in that.
Willie, calm down.
Because of my sweat and blistered hands, his wife and children's got a mansion. They snuggled in warm rooms me and my daddy built with our hands.
Willie, hush now.
These hands blessed his fields and made him rich. But my family crowded in a one-room shack, and I still ain't got nothing to show for.
Willie, what the good book say? In due time, the meek shall inherit the earth. God ain't forgot his promises to us.
22 years of meekness, and I still ain't got my own land.
What the preacher say on Sunday? God ain't blind to the struggles of his servants.
You think that preacher got all the answers. His words ain't doing us a bit of good.
Willie, that ain't necessary.
We sit there every Sunday listening to that man saying, things is going to get better. Well, when is that day coming? Bunch of hogwash.
How dare you let Satan ride your tongue?
He's filling our heads with lies.
Well, I'll take his word over that weasel Cleveland.
Well, if Cleveland's a weasel, your preacher's a snake.
That's a man of God you're blaspheming.
Cleveland's a man of gold, you're blaspheming.
You think North is heaven.
You think South ain't hell?
Why can't you see that this whole thing you're trying to do with Cleveland is crooked?
Sometimes you got to do things crooked till things get straight.
Everything about you's starting to change, and I don't like it.
I want something from this life, and I can't get it here building birdhouses. I can do so much more with these hands, Rose. So much more. You know, I envy them birds. They's the freest creatures alive. They can fly as high as they wanna, come and go as they please. They don't worry about no food, where they gonna stay. But what about us, Rose? What God forgot about us?
He ain't forgot, Willie. And them birdhouses you make remind us that he ain't forgot. It don't matter what them birds done been through, don't matter what storm they had to weather, they can go inside that hole knowing that peace waiting inside. And nothing, I mean nothing's gonna take their peace away. We them birds, Willie. Me, you, and this baby.
We'll never be like them birds if we keep living in Mississippi.
You'd be a fool to walk away from that job.
Well, I'm walking. And I'll tell you why. One of the field hands was caught eating a tomato. Dang old thing was so small you could hide it in the palm of your hand. He was beat like a hog for eating a tomato. That boy couldn't have been no more than 14 years old. Field full of red tomatoes and old man Wallace fretting over just one. It took everything I had in me to not jump all over Mr. Wallace. I wanted to take that stick from his hand and beat the living breath out of him. That child howled like I don't know what. Screaming, I still can't get it out of my head. Me and the menfolk, we just stood there like helpless field mice, watching that boy get beat senseless. Do you know what old man Wallace did? He said, from now on, all of you will be wearing muzzles. Won't ne'er one of you black bastards steal from me again. So a few days ago, I go over to Wallace's field. What do I see? 16 field hands working with iron muzzles covering their mouths. And then this son of a gun got the nerve to tell me that if I want to get paid, I got to cover my mouth with that thing? The dogs walking around this farm ain't got muzzles over their mouths. And here I am, a man, and I ain't got no more respect than a dog?
I'm sorry, Willie. I didn't know.
I went over there this morning to kill Wallace. Then I thought about you and our child. If I stay here, if I go back to that field, I swear, I'll kill that bastard.
Willie.
That baby you can. It's my flesh and blood. And I'll be damned if I let that child suffer the way I saw that boy suffer over eating a tomato. Cleveland bought us 2 one-way tickets to Chicago. Train leaves tonight.
We ain't even packed.
We ain't got nothing worth taking.
How we gonna tell everybody goodbye?
We ain't got no time for goodbyes.
I guess we gotta go. We can't stay here without your daddy.